order for advocacy efforts to really have impact, the recovery community's voice needs to be heard, and it needs to come from the recovery community itself.
It doesn't matter how old you are, how young you are, how kind of far down you have gone. People recover from the disease of addiction every day. Our job at Minnesota Recovery Connection is to mobilize the recovery community, people who have recovered long-term, to stand up and say, this is what that means for me.
Someone reached out their hand to me because I was unable to help myself.
I tell the women that I work with in corrections that we are the only people that gets the opportunity to live two lives. We live a life as a using addict, and then we get a new life as a recovering addict.
We just see that face of addiction over and over and over again. And so seldom do we ever see what recovery really is and what recovery really means.
And when you look at the economic realities, the $5 billion budget deficit, the thing we got to start doing is recognizing that we can't afford not to be investing in health care for people, not to be investing in recovery, and not skimping on the smallest little bit of recovery type of treatment that's going to fail for people, but give people the treatment they need.
We want to help legislators understand that cuts to CD funding actually raise costs to the state and local governments and to the taxpayers.
But for any legislators that are still here, if you could find a way to help us, help all these other people, what a huge investment, responsible investment you've made in our lives.
We know recovery works and it makes a difference, and we need it.
I wake up every morning with a smile on my face.
16 months ago, I wouldn't be standing here.
I have a different outlook on life.
You tell them it happens every day. Recovery happens every day. Recovery is possible. So please leave here with a button. Thank you all very much for coming.